Uh, I had an experience recently where I basically got virtually sexually assaulted.
Wow.
The
It was
fuck?
weird. It was weird. He just started like touching himself. I'm like, all right. It was so boring though. But it's like if you're gonna do that, at least put some oomph into
Right.
it.
Right.
It was so
Oh, so
boring.
his throat game was that terrible too, to where it was just like a
Bro,
pity thing or something?
he was really just sitting there. I'm like, bro, first of all, chill out.
So you weren't even doing anything. So
Nah,
why?
I was just sitting there like,
So
And
okay.
he
was he going
just
like Mortal
started.
Kombat with it, like?
He just whipped it out and was gone.
That
Like, what do you
is
say
And
to
then
that?
I actually tried to bring some conversation to it, and it was just stale. I was like,
That remind me of them people who call regular ass call centers just to hear people's voices and just be going at it on the phone. It's like you
weird.
literally don't have to do anything.
Wait,
nope.
what?
But I realized though when you get on video call with dudes, that's why they're on video call with you.
There's no other reason
Most
besides
of
that.
the most of the time, most of the time that's what they be on. So I just be like, that's why I don't do it.
You should do like how we're doing right now. As soon as you pop on, like the way my mentor, as soon as the Zoom connects, it says recording in progress. Like, here you go.
But that's different when you on like Instagram or something like that. Cause it was Instagram, the video thing on there. Cause
Mhm.
you can't record on them on those things, right?
You probably could.
You can
There's
always
plugins that you
find a
can
way to
get.
screen record, but
That's your screen
that's about
record.
it.
It wasn't nothing to record. I was just like, all right, let me just let him get this off and get out of the way.
Hold on, boy. Hold on.
Funny.
Now I need to know the details of this because this doesn't make sense.
Oh,
How do you? I mean,
we'll
I
get
can make
into
sense of it because it's happened to me, but how do you like? So he was just doing it, and you were just
Yeah.
like,
He asked me a question, right? Because y'all know I got a Patreon, and I sent him some of the stuff that I post on my Patreon, and he asked me something stupid. He was like, are your nipples or something photoshopped?" And I'm like,
How do you Photoshop your nipples?
huh?
You can do that.
Well,
You can change the color and the shade and the size and all that. Photoshop is pretty easy at doing shit like that.
I ain't about
But
to do all that. I'm like,
who's
but
doing
no.
that?
magazines do that.
I'm sure
No.
people
I
do
mean,
it.
aside from that, like what regulars
But they're
are
Right.
doing?
using
That's
their
crazy.
resources and
You
their
never
money to do
know.
that.
That's
Like, what
crazy.
regular person is going to take their time to
Yeah.
do that and pay
Apparently,
you
the
for
nigga had a
free?
question
Aside
like
from
that.
that,
Yeah,
but
gotta.
why is this your like let's get into some sexting question though? Why is this
Hmm.
Yeah,
your gateway
yeah,
question?
no.
He
That
should have
That
don't
just
should
make
not
saw
be
the
sense.
one.
thing and just let it go. But
Like that
like, why?
don't make sense at all.
Like how did that work? Show me
I
your
was
titties
like,
and are your
huh?
nipples real?
I was like, huh? Nah, I sent him some pictures. So this is something he saw and we just talking regular. And he just asked me
Oh,
out of the blue.
Oh, so he thought you were like one of those like magazine editor type people and then went from there. That's still
I don't know.
completely
That's
FUBAR to
stupid.
me.
Even if that was the case, why is that your opening? Why is
yeah.
that your opening statement to
I had a
sex?
guy
Whatever
start a
happened to like the
conversation
Riz, like,
about
hey baby, you fine, and then go from there. No, he was like, oh, your
No,
nipples real.
it was weird. It was
I had
so
a man
weird.
start a
Niggas
conversation
really
talking
be
about
out
how
here on
women
some
find
weirdo shit.
small penises
It was
attractive.
weird. It was so weird.
The
What you say?
fuck?
What you say, man?
I said I
No,
had a
I
guy who
said,
started a
oh,
conversation
that you said,
saying
babe.
that
What? Yes,
some
yes,
women find small penises attractive, and I was like,
yes. Sorry, I'm sorry.
why is this the start of the conversation? Like,
Because his
are you trying
penis
to
is
tell me
small.
something?
Like, I got a small penis. Just want you to know. And some women find it attractive, so you should find it attractive.
Some women are not over here.
Exactly.
They're not over here.
When you start a conversation with
I mean,
anything that
it's
says
not.
some in there, you are fishing and you are probably fishing in the wrong fucking pond.
It's
Yeah,
not.
setting yourself up for
It's
failure.
not aesthetically pleasing, even if that's something that you would, it's not aesthetically pleasing, so it ain't nothing attractive about it.
Mhm.
Even I, a person who don't even care about physical stuff, it ain't aesthetically pleasing. I'm sorry, it's not.
Well, and then the thing is, when you
every time I
open
see
that
one, I just be
Pandora's
like,
box, then everything becomes a hyper focus at that point, anyways.
Mhm.
look at
Right.
the
So
little
if he's
guy.
like, "Hi, here's something I'm insecure about," what's going to be the one thing that the person's going to be looking at that you're insecure about? They're going to be looking at
But they will
whatever
pay
that.
you for that.
Exactly.
They will pay you
Mhm.
for that though.
He tried
Majority
to
of the
find
men
They
you
it.
want
do,
to date
because
will pay you for that.
I had a few dudes
Some
ask me
people have issues.
to do that, and I'm like, how much you charge? How much you how much you want to pay?
Oh, I'm going to hell today, and I already know this.
Welcome back to Royal Genius Podcast, where we take a look at things affecting the Black community from a sociological and psychological lens. And somebody be saying that we keep it real, but I'm not about to say that because that ain't my line.
Mhm.
But today I am here with Seye, William, Vanjalyn, and Bert. How are y'all doing today?
All right.
Doing good, sis.
So we're going to talk about sexting and online sex today. We haven't done a sex topic in a long time, so I was like, let me throw something in there. I was trying to figure out what we could talk about because sex is such a broad topic, so I wanted to, hone in on something. I don't know if y'all got a lot of experience with these things, but I'm kind of a master, so.
When you say experience, does that mean like you're good at it or just
Oh no, just any
Just having
experience.
it.
It don't really gotta be good.
right? I can say I've done it. Am I expert? Absolutely the fuck not.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna jump into it with the first segment, which is the What's Your Theory segment. How do you feel about sexting and online sex? Do you do it?
It's interesting.
Interesting.
It's interesting. It makes the time go by.
It can. I don't know. I kind of feel like in this day and age, it's not as fun as it used to be when like we were younger. I feel
To
like
me,
people
it
aren't.
lets you see how far somebody's imagination can actually go. Because you
It
already know you're
is.
not going to do any of the things that you said that you were going to do, but it's fun to know that that's what you're thinking of.
I think that they do. I think they be doing what they say they do. We just don't.
They're probably in their head. From the way that other women be talking about, not even just women, the way other people be talking about how they been sexing back and forth, and then when it comes down to the actual act,
It don't be the
nothing that
same.
was talked about was done. I don't believe that they're actually doing the stuff that they say that they're
Oh,
doing.
I think you talking about in the while they're doing while you sexting, you actually doing what you say you're doing. But yeah,
For me, they probably are.
that's something to add to, because I do feel like people can talk a good game, but like when it comes down to it, it don't be giving what it's supposed to give.
Because your
It's
imagination
given
is
storytelling.
wonderful.
Storyteller.
Yeah.
It's
You're
You're
giving
giving
right.
storyteller.
storyteller.
It's given storyteller.
But you're not living up to it. But
Because that's what they want to do. That's what they want to live up to, but they can't. That's what makes it so good.
I don't understand why not just do it, because I'm doing everything I said I'm doing.
Well, see, you can
I'm
attempt
100%
to
with
do
you.
it. That don't mean you're gonna execute it the way you thought you was.
I am.
Yeah, if I say I'm gonna
I
do
don't
it,
know
I'm gonna do
about nobody else,
What was that with Liam
but
Neeson? I
I
have a
am.
very specific set of skills,
it. Mhm.
and I will find you, and I'm going to change this up a little bit, and I will use those very said skills to show you what
Exactly.
I'm about.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna try to make up something and then hurt myself halfway through that. I've already gotten my fair share of injuries in the bedroom. Okay.
Yo, yeah,
So I know what my limits are. I know
It's
what
gonna
I can
make
do, and I know
sense.
you ain't gonna be disappointed with it. And even if I hurt myself, I'm gonna still ranger up through it and make sure that everybody's happy before I go to the fucking hospital. You gotta like nurse me back to health.
Damn.
And when I'm all sore and tore up and everything, was that good for you, baby?
You're dedicated. You're a dedicated man. That's a good man, Savannah. That is a good man, because I swear,
I'm
it be a
like,
lot of people that really don't.
get me some Advil and a heating pad and just check on me in 2 hours, okay? If I'm alive, that's great. If I can't move,
Not the
proceed to do the
aftercare.
same thing.
Aftercare is very important.
Very
I agree.
important.
Very important.
100%. Very important. But
Definitely need that recoup
I
time.
feel like I have mastered sexting because I don't have sex in real life. So I had no choice. So I
So
feel
you
like
have
I've
like a Christmas
mastered
list of things at this point.
100%. I
Mm.
feel like I'm a master at it to the point that I just know how to keep people on the hook for a long time. Without having no real sex, they still be waiting. So
Mm.
yeah, I feel like I'm good at it. I have not gotten a chance to put those things into play outside of the virtual world because it's a lot of dudes that don't want to get tested, and I'm not touching that.
That's wild.
And I'm
Oh,
not
wow.
touching it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like when it comes to sexting, I haven't done it in a long time, except for the incident that I was talking about, and I get more into that during the story time that I was talking about before. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've done it in a long time. It's been a minute. I had a go-to person at one time, but I've been trying to stay away from him. I was telling Van that I feel like I'm a little bit irresponsible when it comes to sexting because I'll just out of the blue send somebody something. Might be in a whole relationship, the nigga married, he got kids or whatever, and I'm sexting him.
Is this intentional or are you
Without
just like
even
accidentally sending it?
No, I'm sending it intentionally, but I'm not thinking like, oh, he probably in a whole other relationship or something
Oh,
like
so
that.
you're like
Because
having
you
a momentary
remember he
lapse
was
of
married.
consciousness, like here's a titty and oh shit, you're married. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I had to dial it back. Like I forgot. People be getting in relationships. I'm just not in one.
You're just like, my bad, nigga. That was meant
So
for
I be forgetting. So now I'll send a caution emoji, like what you got going on type of that's my to my person, that's my signal for I'm about to send you some stuff. I feel like it's important though to have somebody like that because they be the hype. Cause I feel like a lot of guys, when you sex them, the hype don't be there. I look for a certain type of hype when I'm gonna send you. If I'm gonna send you some pictures, if I'm gonna send you a video or something, you gotta hype that junk up. If you don't do it, then it's gonna make me not want to send no more. I'm not doing this just for your pleasure. Like you gotta hype it up.
I mean, I understand the two-way streak. You gotta make sure that the person's engaged. You
Exactly.
gotta make sure that you want to do it. You can't just be like, I'm only sending this out of obligation.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And you don't
Make
want
me
the guy
wanna come
thinking,
back.
you don't want the guy thinking I'm only doing this out of obligation. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Exactly. They gotta be some energy behind it because I kind of feel like it's a lost art. I do.
Mhm.
I get told that well, women. I get told that a lot of women don't sext or they don't send certain things or whatever. A lot of women that I be talking to that I see podcasts or whatever that I watch, I see certain that they still do so. I don't know if that's true or not, but I
It
get
just
told
depends
that.
on the parties that they're involved with. I
Not
mean,
men, but with other women, absolutely.
And I feel like
The limit
men, when
though.
it comes to sexting, y'all are terrible at it.
it's a vibe thing. It's a vibe thing. There's got to be someone that brings that out of you.
Y'all get
So,
that remote control in y'all hand and y'all just go at it and that's it.
oh, you mean this little thing right here?
You turn to the channel that you want to watch and you just press them buttons a little bit and you just forget about the other person. We don't
You know,
that
all
quick.
this dumb action is actually good for something, but still, like I said, you gotta bring it out of the person so they understand. Oh, you into me like that? Word?
I
That's why
probably
y'all.
Okay.
see good
That's
stuff.
why I have a go-to. I don't do it with everybody.
Yeah, well, I mean that's a safe thing to do as long as they're on the same page with you too.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous thing to do, though.
It
Period.
is. I think that's why a lot of women don't do it like that, because you got to worry about this person taking your stuff and posting it
Yeah.
on porn sites, and
Oh,
they
we're
got
strictly talking
different,
about photos.
not strictly photos, but like
Okay.
everything, like photos, videos, whatever you send. But you have this culture of men who like humiliating women that will take your videos. And that's another thing that I was talking to Van about. Once the pictures and videos leave me, I do not care what happened. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't care what happens. And
I really hate the
I was
fact that
telling her
people.
that I have to start caring, because that's that's stupid.
I really hate the fact that people nowadays need to understand boundaries and ground rules for when you get something. Like,
Yeah.
you should automatically know if you get a certain type of video or picture from somebody, that is most likely for your eyes only. Now,
Mhm.
granted, there are some people like if you pay for it, like I understand they're generally not making a video just for you, but still, at least treat the thing like it's for you. It makes things a little easier for you, please and thank you. And then it makes it to where people don't have to feel insecure or panicking over every other random person that would just hopefully one day like to see a crumb of titty like in their phone or in their emails or something like that, okay? Because like what one dumbass does ruins it for every other nigga
Everybody,
out
yep.
here. Because like
Yeah.
once you done and she's mad at you and scorch the earth, and then she vibes with another nigga, then she's like, well, you know what? I was really into this guy over here, but he ruined everything for me. And so now I'm scared of every nigga that comes after him. And they are being crucified for shit they ain't did. And then they're thinking, like, what the fuck did I do now? I just said she looked
You just
nice in
want to
that
see it in
dress.
person. It ain't gonna be no trail. You just want to see it in
Hmm.
person.
And
Yeah.
that's fine that you can see it in person, but sometimes you're having a bad day at work. And your
That's not
girl
my
might just be
problem.
like, click. You know what? I ain't gonna send this to him. I thought I was gonna do it, but Ray 2 niggas ago was the one that posted all my stuff on like big booty bitches
I'm not
xyz.iio
gonna
or
lie.
something.
Post my stuff.
Sorry,
I'm
I,
still
I
gonna
just I
say
just
it.
ran it and went off on a whole
Good
nother
stuff.
thing and
Mhm.
whatever. But
Very
still,
fascinated by this.
I'm trying to get out of my
by the way, I
mindset
love your
though,
Ren and
because
Stimpy shirt.
Huh?
I love your Ren and Stimpy shirt. Yes, you.
Oh,
It
thank
is
you.
running sticky. Oh my god.
he just made me pay attention.
I peeped it. The Batman shirt too. I peeped both of those.
Somebody
GameStop.
threatened to expose my husband, and he came by, like he came to the room and he was like, "Look, I'm just gonna tell you, somebody hacked into my phone, like, cause the same thing happened to my brother. Somebody was able to like get into his phone and see like all like his gallery and shit like that. And they were talking about he needs to pay them, otherwise they gonna post all his pictures and shit like that. So that's what happened to my husband. And I was like, "Oh, this your first time?" And he was like, "What you talking about?" I was like, "This your first time like getting exposed?" He was
I
like,
don't even
"I've
care.
never
Post
had
Y'all,
that
this
joint.
happen."
y'all
I
don't
was
got
like,
no
"Bro, I'm
secure
telling
folder?
you,
Like,
if
damn.
you get
I can't just
exposed,
have it in no fucking just
you
regular ass
gotta make them pay
gallery. I'm
for it."
putting it
I
in
do content, so it ain't no secure photo on mine. All
That's
you
what I
go
told. I was
every
like,
time somebody pick
just
up
make
my
them pay
phone, I'm
for it.
like, be
That's free
careful about
porn.
where you go, because you're gonna see titties, and I'm not apologizing for it. That's
Mhm.
what
I
I
just told him that was free promo. So if they do it, start making you a page. That's free
exactly.
promo.
I don't
Hmm.
care. You ain't about to threaten me, but you gonna expose me. Do it. Expose me. I don't
Expose my
care.
photos. I'd be like, all right, free promo. Y'all ain't
Exactly.
gonna get nothing else, but I'm sure somebody will pay for what they did see.
Go ahead. Go ahead, so you can give me a little boost.
Someone's
Mhm.
gonna like it.
Right.
Right. And that goes back to what I was talking about earlier. No matter how weird the shit is, somebody somewhere likes it.
Hmm.
They definitely gonna like it. But yeah, people like that do be ruining it. It's like I don't know what you get out of that, but I feel like some people just they like humiliating people. They think that that's a way to humiliate you, so they're gonna do it. Then plus people will make money off of your content.
Yep.
You can't make money off of what I got going on. I need to be getting that money.
Then sue their ass and get the money back.
The way I
Right.
feel, if you taking pictures, photos, videos, whatever, no matter who you are, if you feel like it's gonna get exposed and you don't want to do it, you probably shouldn't be doing it at all. Because
Yeah.
the way my
Exactly.
mindset is, absolutely ever and anything can get put on the internet at any given time. So if your phone get hacked and you don't want that stuff being seen, you probably just shouldn't do it. Even if it's for yourself, you probably shouldn't do it.
Most definitely. And
Hack
we
my
live in a
phone.
It's
revenge
not
era.
fun, but
Yeah.
Hack my phone. It's hard out here for a pimp. Hack it.
Mm.
put it all on
Boonie,
it.
I found them old photos. I was like, bro, I could use this shit.
Yeah, hack
I
it.
could use
Take all
this
of them
shit.
pictures and put it out there.
Right.
I don't promote my Patreon, but if y'all want to promote it, y'all can. I ain't promoting it though.
My only problem, my eldest daughter is on like all my pages. I be
Mm.
getting to put stuff in like my Instagram story. And then I'm like, fuck, she right there. She be like the first person viewing my story.
Bro, I got little
Mama,
cousins
what is
that be
this?
following my cosplay stuff. I'm like, bro, get y'all kids off my stuff, cause I ain't hiding it. Yeah, they
No.
ain't not mine. Y'all better get y'all kids off my stuff.
My son told me early on he ain't following me on any social media because he thinks I'm cringe.
You ain't got nothing to worry about there.
Exactly. He's like, Dad, I know you got all this stuff. You have people that follow you, but I don't want any part of it. And I'm like,
I don't
all right,
even
little bro.
follow little kids. Like when I get friend requests from my cousins and stuff, I'm not following you, and you're not following me. You don't
Well,
need to see this side of me.
I know
Okay?
with the voice acting stuff, sometimes kids do find the anime dubs you do.
They
Yeah.
find the cosplay and stuff too. They think it's innocent, and even just not even like in my family, but like little kids, period, or
Yeah.
people like teenagers, 17, 18. Bro, get out of my inbox.
Yeah, get away from me. Get away from me,
Like,
for real.
I'm about to block you. Thank you for telling me that you're underage. I'm now about to block you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What you doing on here? It's
They
weird.
think they
So
wrong.
I'm the only person who sexts. I
Um,
haven't done it in a minute though. Sexting can be fun if you do it with the right person, but it ain't.
it personally, I mean, okay, all right, let me answer generally. Yes, right? Flat. Now, as of recently, for work, yes. For not, no. For like personal, no. Because that financial domination is getting the bills paid, man.
Wait, no, we'll talk
Get the
after
bills
this.
paid.
We'll talk
We
after.
will.
Right. Pause. Play.
We will.
We'll
Okay.
talk after.
But
Got that pandering
yeah,
going on.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. But
Mhm.
and I feel like obviously the experience from the personal experience definitely helped with the strangers,
Yeah.
But because like as we said before, God, all right, let me just say this. Yeah, the sexting is boring personally.
It do
Like
be
in the
boring.
personal life, very boring.
It
But
be boring.
I think looking back at my personal experience, I'm like, all right, well, I've never initiated, but I can play you up. I can play you up, no problem. Let me put on my actress hat. Oh, and that's why I asked if it was strictly video and photos. Because like verbally, I eat you up.
Oh yeah,
Or
verbally too. I
I
haven't
eat
done
you
that in
up.
a
No
long
problem.
time though.
No
Dang.
problem. You won't even need photos. Why?
Verbally, I think is I love verbally or like audio for women
Yeah,
who's scared to send pictures and videos. Audio, perfect.
helps. It's very, very. It's say one. But yeah, just currently it's just a work thing though. My personal life is in shambles.
I feel like if you do
Yeah.
content too like that, if you do sex content, I feel like she was saying personal. I feel like having that in your personal life too helps, but if you don't got it, it can get a little boring. Because at first I was like, when Patreon was first brought to my attention, or not Patreon, but I guess sex work. I feel like I do soft sex work. I don't like calling it that because I don't feel like I do enough to be considered. But when it was first brought to me, I was like, I don't know if I would do that for like strangers. Like, I don't really know them. Like, how do I get in the mindset of I like these people? Because you want to enjoy, you want to have fun, you want to be able, you want them to see you that you like it or whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, I just need me. Like, I'm my hype man. I always been my hype man. I just need me. But it is cool to have somebody though. My person, because I haven't sent them nothing in a minute, had messaged me after seeing some of my stuff on Instagram. Like, I missed the videos. Like, why you ain't send no videos in a minute? I said, because I don't want to tease you. I know I'm not having sex with you. So really, you teasing yourself. I tried
to tell you.
Stop.
I don't sext Bert like through text message. I just send pictures. Because I know, like, whoever if I'm going to sext, I know you hear my voice, and we both know that's not gonna work. Like, we
just love
both
that
know
voice though.
that's not gonna work. I am monotone as fuck.
Me
that's
too. But people be liking it.
You underselling. You really
exactly. Like, what you mean? They love that voice.
I'm too awkward because then I'll be like, did I say this right? Like, and then I hate getting asked questions. Y'all know I hate getting asked questions because I be like, why are you asking me a dumb ass question? Now I don't want to do it.
Oh, so the mood just automatically dies when somebody's like,
yourself, you like that?
Right, like, oh, you like that? Why are you asking me that? What are you doing? Why are you asking me that?
I'd rather that than silence, like just dead silence. Like you staring at me like a freaking serial killer with your penis in your
Not
hand.
a serial killer.
Yeah, it's creepy to me.
I'm dead.
Just show me. Don't say
he trying to threaten me.
I don't know. Then again, I am kind of biased because
it like that.
When men start talking, I swear to God, my brain just turns off.
Oh my God!
Damn,
that's terrible.
I promise. Like y'all on here, y'all talk, y'all cool because y'all actually have a brain. Y'all use it. But majority of these men, like when they start talking, my shit, like I can hear one. As soon as I hear like the word submissive off.
100%. 100%.
Well, and then the thing is, a lot of those dudes out there don't even have an idea on the whole dom and submissive thing. They're just going off of like some random PH thing or something.
When I hear, oh well, I'm a man off.
I need a woman to submit to me. Somebody had a guy in my inbox that said that.
If I hear high value one more time,
oh my gosh, masculine and feminine. I'm sick of hearing those words too.
It's like when they try to be sexy, it's like you can listen to them for a second, especially if they got a good voice, and you be like, okay, maybe, and then they go like it's like if you listen just long enough, and I be like, see. I don't even want to do this no more.
Because I think the dude that I was telling y'all about had asked me, can he put a chain on my collar? I had on one of those collars or whatever, and I'm like, can I put it on yours? You gonna let me put my collar around your neck? Nah, but let me put it. We can do both.
Nah, we good.
Nah, I hate when they be like,
but we can't do both.
They freaky. But then they be like, I ain't as soon as I hear, I don't like that gay shit. Get off.
Bruh, get off my line. Get off of my line.
Or I'm dominant. I need somebody that's you're not freaky for real.
This is why I just stick to pictures. I will send pictures.
You vanilla.
Anytime I'm in that mood, I will send a picture. Like, I ain't gotta talk to you. I ain't gotta say shit. You ain't gotta say shit. Just good to go.
You gotta say something like,
Yeah.
I ain't
I don't
gotta
know.
say
You gotta
nothing.
respond to the pictures or
Yeah,
something.
no, I
You
need
can tell me
You
you
just
something
like the
respond with a
picture.
picture?
Yeah, you
Other
gotta
than
give me
that,
some type of gratification or something.
Yeah, I
That's
need some type of
boring.
if I
conversation.
want actual real feedback, I just send that shit to you.
Oh
Like
yeah, because I'm going
There you
hard.
go.
I send that shit to Boonie. If I want some actual real feedback and some that I'm actually gonna care about, I send that shit to Boonie because Boonie gonna hook me up. I'm just gonna send it to
100%. 100%. Shoot, I be doing my little photo shoots. I be having my mama in the background. She be do this, do that, kick your leg up like this, do like this. I'm like, bro, I'm running out of poses. I'm gonna need you to come with something new. You ain't give me nothing new in a minute now. I need something.
You just answered a question I had in the back of my mind. You know I'm a subscriber, so I'd be wondering if your mom is there when you
Yeah,
be doing those photo
don't
shoots.
know shoes. I be smiling. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, I
Right.
figured it was her.
If I'm being
Your mo-
honest, I don't care who in the house, except for my stepdaddy now. If he here, I ain't doing it. But my
yeah,
brothers, my mama here, I don't care. I'm doing my photo shoots. They be walking back and forth. Okay. I don't
yeah.
care. You know, but dude, they'll be saying that. Like my mama has always been sex positive, so she always gonna be cheering me
She
on.
is like the
Mm,
biggest
must
supporter
be
ever, bro.
nice.
I
I love
swear.
that. I love that for you.
I've been telling her since I was little that I had wanted to be on the cover of Playboy and that I wanted to be a playmate. Didn't know what that meant. And she
Yeah.
didn't correct me and was like, you know they do this, right? She just was like, oh, okay.
Because she lets you
Probably.
have your dream. I love that for you.
Yeah,
I
she
love
did.
that. I love
Right.
that.
She could have warned me, like, but you know they do this, right? And I would be like,
Right.
oh yeah.
Nah, she is
Nah, because
super.
the moment she would have done that, it would have discouraged you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like that. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
mean, she knew. She knew.
she did let
Like,
me
you're
dream.
gonna find
I
out.
know.
Let her do what she lets you make your own decisions. And
Yep.
I
We
love
still
that.
gonna get that cover. They still got
Mhm.
Playboy.
I
I
don't
think
think it's the same
It don't really
anymore.
mean nothing no more, huh?
Yeah, it's like
not
watered
like
down
that.
Yeah, it don't mean nothing. That sucks.
I mean,
now.
still
Yeah.
though.
I'm still getting that cover show.
Shut up.
Did you even know that Playboy even went through a phase where it wasn't really showing any nudes at all, too? They went through a couple of years where it was just like they were more like FHM and Stuff Magazine, where it was like a bunch of articles and blog like stuff on there.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they did that for about 4 years, I think.
I will do no nude too. Just give me the cover.
I think like it was literally for like those 4 years. It was like you got one picture of the girl that was like the girl of the month, and it was like her on the cover, and they may have done like a little article section. And like after that, it was just like, here's the latest in music, here's the latest in this, and here's the latest in that. You're like, this is MTV, but in magazine form. What the hell just happened?
Basically, that's what it turned into.
Yeah, and it was like I think when
dang.
Hefner's son like took over or something, one of his sons, anyways. That's what they
Yeah.
were trying to go for. They were trying to be more hip.
Right.
I haven't looked at one since then, but like I
So
heard
they
the
ruined the
change.
magazine. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, they
yeah.
did.
I mean, but a
Like
lot of good things are ruined these days. So you know,
Yeah, because you could
par
just
for the
go
course.
online and see titties, so you ain't even really got to buy. Just go
I
on,
mean,
you can just go on Twitter, Instagram.
Bruh.
facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Especially Twitter.
crazy.
Twitter is a wild place.
That's the wild
Yeah,
wild
Twitter
west.
is wild.
That's the wild wild west.
Wow, bro.
Twitter is the
Every time I
Pornhub
see
of
something
social
wild,
media.
I be like, I gotta send this to somebody else. I gotta send this to Van. I
I mean,
can't
I'm
just see
like,
this by
I'm
myself.
scrolling on my Twitter for like voice acting stuff, and like all of a sudden I'm like, no, titty. What?
Ain't no such thing. Like it's like you can't
Yeah, you
escape
can't
it.
pass it. You
That's
can't.
how
Yeah.
Tumblr was, but Tumblr's porn was just so much better to me. I don't even like porn,
Yeah.
but to me it was so much better.
And there was
Tumblr
so
used
much
to
more
be the
black
shit.
content.
It
Yeah.
At least in my space.
was mine too. I
Once
Yeah.
love me some
Tumblr.
Tumblr.
once
Tumblr
upon a
was the
time.
shit.
It was. I loved it so much. Then they ruined it.
They did. They trying to get back to what it used to be.
I see they got
Yeah, they
live and stuff now. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it was coming back. But
Yeah,
I mean we'll see.
it's getting
Yeah.
there.
I might go back.
We
Once
can
upon
move on to the next segment, the Let's Fix It segment. How can we make sexting and online sex safe and fun? Stop
Setting
sending
up.
people pictures. That's number one. Stop when somebody send you some stuff. Stop sending them. Stop posting revenge porn, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stop being a weirdo. Stop being lame, because
Stop
that's
being a
lame to me.
bitch. That's all she's saying. Stop being a bitch.
Right? Like, it's weird. Y'all say y'all like nice things, but y'all get nice things and don't know what to do with them.
Exactly.
They try to show it off, and it's like, why are you showing off this nice thing that was only for you?
For you, right?
God gives you blessings, and then He takes them right back because you ain't know.
You ain't know what to do with
Yep.
them. Exactly. But also, when it comes to like sexting and stuff, I feel like it becomes fun when you got matching energies, when you compliment the person, when both of y'all are freaky, because some of y'all not freaky for real. When both of y'all are freaky. I used to have some fun back in the day with a few people, but those relationships died down. So yeah. But it can be fun when the energies match, when both people are into it, when when you just want to have fun. Because I feel like now you do get a whole lot of, this is why I don't promote my Patreon. You do get a whole lot of women promoting stuff too. So you don't really get a lot of free content. Not saying that you should, because I ain't giving nothing away for free, but that's why I don't promote it. So if you find it, you better know that you're paying
if
for
you won't
it.
pay for it.
Exactly. You find it, I let people find it on their own or whatever. Because I ain't trying to have a whole crowd of people. I'm cool on that. Just my little space for me to post stuff, and then people get to see it. Like, it just is what it is. I just feel like stop being, I don't know, because what do y'all get out of it? What do y'all get out of that?
They homeboy dick.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
It's a
that's
pride
weird.
thing.
That's weird.
It's a heavy pride thing, and it's weird.
That just
I never was one for showing off girls that were showing, stuff to me. I never wanted to show any of that to my peeps. I didn't want them trying to visualize and oogle what I was going after. None of that.
Yeah, because
They
that
just
would
might.
make sense.
They just only knew that me and so were talking. That's all you need to
Right.
know.
Guy
And they're like,
friend
all
groups
right.
are kind of weird.
What happened?
No, I said guy friend groups are very odd sometimes. Like, it can be very odd.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why are you?
We don't need a
When he
circle jerk.
sees
We
your
don't
girl,
need to.
he's gonna be like, "Ooh, yeah!" Like he doesn't have to vocalize it. He's just like, he could just imagine, because you already showed him.
Yeah.
Now what?
We don't need the circle jerk now or anything like that. I don't need y'all going like, oh yeah, he's fucking her. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, guys are weird.
Yeah, that's weird. I kind of feel like women probably do that junk too now. The close friends, y'all want women to see, y'all want y'all friends to see who y'all having sex with too, and this weird.
Right.
Oh,
weird.
You're seeing a
I'm
face.
not even attracted to any of the people that my friends like date. Automatically, if my friends date them, they're unattractive to me.
Yeah.
I thought that was only me. Like, why is that not a norm?
Unattractive.
Yeah, I definitely understand that.
I don't care if it's somebody I actually did find attractive. As soon as my friends say, "Oh, I think he cute,"
Exactly.
It's a dub.
Exactly.
100%
unattractive to me now. So it's weird that y'all do that. Like, yeah, I don't get the point. I guess y'all like to brag on who y'all messing with and stuff like that, but that's weird. Why do y'all need people to validate
why don't you hold it close to the vest? That's what I'm missing.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to do. You don't have to show off all your freaking conquest to everybody.
He's showing your whole, like, you playing Uno, you showing your whole hand. Like, what are you doing?
But that's because
they ain't even playing Uno.
Validation for that from the friends than they do about the actual thing. They just want the validation, like, oh, you hitting that? You like you messing with her, you pull her.
Turn around and say
that's
that they
weird.
ain't gay.
But
or
now
they're
every
not
time I'm around
or they're not
Now every time
Like,
the girl around your homeboys though, they looking at her because
They
now they
look-
know her, and then you're gonna be
looking at
mad
her.
about it.
100% looking
Every
at her.
time your girlfriend's around your man, now they gonna be like, I wonder what that's like.
And they gonna actually go after it and they gonna be successful.
They gonna be like Doja Cat. And in one of her songs, she said, "Oh, she told us what it was like. I wanted to see."
That's what a lot of girls they do. They do
Excuse me,
that,
I don't listen to this
and that's
person.
weird to me because, like
What
you
did she
say,
say?
I can like somebody, and like if I hear girls talking about them, it's not gonna make me be like, I wonder if what they saying true. It's gonna make me not want them no more. Like, oh, if he mess around with all these girls, they know how he is. I'm good.
That's so odd. People are weird.
That
That's
is
all I can talk.
weird. But it
People
do
are
be
weird.
girls that'll do that. Like they'll listen to you brag about your dude and going. They want what you had, what you was getting. They want that.
Yeah.
That's weird to me.
Yuck.
I am good with, if you see me with my girl when I'm out or something, like at a concert or whatever, but you don't know who she is for a while. I'm fine with that. If my homies are like, yo, Bert, that's who you dating? Yeah. How long? It's none of your business. It's none of your business.
Right.
You may see her at a Super Bowl party or something like that, but stay in your fucking lane.
Exactly.
Because I don't want to ask about your conquest.
Because if they feel like you cool with it, they definitely gonna try. Even if they don't feel like it. 9 times, as many times as I have gotten tried by friends of dudes that I've been talking to, it happens a lot. And I just never went for it. Like, no.
That's why I don't show nobody nothing. All the stuff I got is for my eyes and my eyes only.
I'm gonna tell you this now. If we done broke up, it's gonna be some years before you hear shit come out my mouth about anything that we had going on in the bedroom.
Right.
Same.
I ain't showing no pictures, but I'm like,
And then
oh,
a lot
look,
of the
that
times
one
it don't
was
even
like
be.
this.
A lot of times it don't even really be specifically. This is how sex was between me and this person. Like sometimes we have conversations about our sexual experiences and we just talking about different things. A lot of times I ain't even putting no name on nobody. I ain't even telling y'all who it is.
Oh, I don't even talk about the shit that I don't talk about those previous relationships. I might tell you what I'm into. That's as far as you're gonna get.
Right.
And some of the experiences that I have, but I'm not about to be specific. Like it was with this person. I did this with them. They were like this. They liked this. I'm not doing all that ever. That's weird. You literally, and a lot of times people will talk to specific people because they know they're gonna do that, and all you're doing is promoting for them. You're helping them get more people to have sex with and stuff like that. Because I think some men will talk to women that they know gonna brag about them to their friends, to other women, so they can get those women too. It's weird. That's how people are, but I feel like that's how you make it fun. I feel like when I hear y'all talk about sex, and then a lot of times y'all talk about how y'all have to be drunk to have it. It makes me sad.
Who's doing that?
A lot of people be saying that they can't have sober sex. I be hearing people say sober sex.
I ain't heard that in my life.
And I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
Excuse
me? How are y'all even
I want
really
to remember what I
functioning for
did.
real?
How?
And
Why
it's giving y'all don't really be having sex. The same as people who like makeup sex. It's giving y'all don't have good sex unless y'all fight first.
It's giving unhealthy mental. Right. Y'all gotta chill. Fix that.
The reason why it's not fun because of the I feel like people abuse
it's the stigmas that people put on shit. Let's just keep it.
It's still a taboo thing even now when you talk about it, especially as a woman who talks about sex. Y'all like I bet you her daddy not around. You see this in the comments of sex workers and stuff like that. Oh, she ain't had her daddy around or whatever. It's like, why do y'all always got to take it there? Because a lot of the times they daddy be right in the house.
Like, even still, the simple fact that they're equating or relating a sexual thing to a father, it's gross.
It's weird. I don't understand that. Since when do our fathers in charge of how their daughters are sexually? Why do y'all do that? That has always been weird to me.
for some reason, some people believe that that male figure influence, like, does something to a girl's personality to make them feel like, oh my gosh, I need to have a little bit more dignity. Not saying that I feel that
No,
way
it
at all.
don't.
But yeah, so there's like there's some misconception where they think like somehow dad is possibly supposed to help people like have a better personality. Now, mind you, there are some ladies out here that have gone through a lot with their fathers or their stepfathers in their life and have turned into train wrecks. So you can't use that as a means of a benchmark for how they're supposed to interact with males. You can't do that.
And
But for
also those
Also, the opposite
relationships,
though.
yeah,
the
If
those
the father,
relationships, those relationships with your father, like my dad doesn't make me want to be more I guess having my mom's influence is why I'm so comfortable with my sexuality. I feel
Mhm.
like as a woman, how is it my dad's job when it comes to that? It's weird. It's like what is having him around supposed to make me more classy, more respectable, more what?
apparently,
But
I
they
mean,
got a
that's
problem with that too, because when the dads are in the home, the dads be the main ones telling them, "Don't be fucking with these niggas." And then when they don't, when they do that, they're like, "Oh, you must ain't got a daddy. Somebody must have hurt you." And it's like he's the one who
He's
told
the
me to
one
go
who
get the
told me
job.
exactly
right.
100%. Or he the
But
one
even
who
on the
told me
other hand, though,
not to deal with broke niggas. He told me to go after
but
niggas with money.
even on the same token though, let's say that the dad is there, but he's more on the conservative side. You're really gonna push her out that door to become
100%.
the reverend's daughter.
100%.
The typical stereotype. The reverend's
100%
daughter.
because a lot of times kids try to be the opposite of what their parents are. Like if you're sheltered in any way, when you get out there, you're gonna do what you weren't allowed to do in the home. So that don't even make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, it's gonna make you want to do it even more.
Well,
Rebel.
right.
I just say this: be a decent human being. You do that, you're fine.
Period.
And this is coming from someone who is a parent.
Well,
Like,
Right.
these days.
I don't have a daughter, I have a son. But the whole point is, I'm like, just be a decent human being. I did good at that point. That's all.
Cause I had a lot of male figures in my life. They taught me that, like my stepdad told me, the one thing that stick, all men are gonna want to have sex with you, but not all men are only gonna want to have sex with you. All of them gonna want to have sex with you, but some of them gonna want more than sex. Period. So you basically they kind of let you know that sex is something that men really care about. So if you're hearing these men always talking about sex as a girl, you're gonna think this is what I gotta do to please men. So I don't even really understand how that mindset happens. And like you said, if they're conservative, because I feel like my dad is conservative, but he doesn't really influence me specific. My mom really doesn't either. I'll say she does make me comfortable being me, but as far as influencing me to be a certain way, no. But my dad is conservative. Ain't nothing he could tell me about nothing. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Facts.
I think
But
people need to understand about every child they have, though. You have no control in how that kid is going to end up at the end of the day.
exactly.
You can be there, you can be that voice of reason when they need it, and you could do what you should be doing as a parent and just be like, hey, yeah, I know this sucks, but I'm here.
You
But at the
really
end of the
shouldn't
day,
even want to control them.
yeah, at the end of the day,
Once
they
they
still gonna
leave
do
your
what they want.
body as a woman,
Right.
they're their own person. So you can't you can try and guide. I'm not a parent. I'm gonna let that be known. But I'm assuming you would try and guide, but they're gonna end up being whoever they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
No, I'm like, yep, he did something, and I'm like, all right, I warned you. That's usually how things go. When they go awry, the words that come out of my mouth, at least 95% of the time, was I warned you, or I told you so, or remember what Dad said for 20 times, and then that's it. That's it. And he'll repeat back what I said. And then you're like, well, why'd you do it differently? And then he'll be like, because I thought I could do it differently.
Because I wanted to, or because
They have to find out on their own. They have to experience it on their own. You can tell them. I remember one time I told my daughter that the iron was hot. I made sure I told her that it was hot plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
What did she do?
She touched it.
She had to see for herself, and ever since then, she never tried
touched
to see
it
if it was
again.
hot.
Yep.
Exactly. And a lot of times when you don't allow them to, that's what makes your kids wild when they finally get out into the world, because you don't allow them to figure things out on their own. So now they just want to try everything.
Because you're creating they're creating an environment and a curiosity. It's like, why are you telling me not to do this?
Exactly.
They don't even realize that's what they're doing.
Now, the only thing that drives me insane is I was that kid that was always told what to do, and I did what I was told to do. And I never asked questions, but I would have the questions in my head, like why. I was never explained. Like no one ever explained why. So with my kids, I'm constantly explaining why, so that they don't just blindly follow or think, you just have to do what mommy and daddy says. Mommy and daddy ain't always right, but we do tell y'all stuff for a reason. Just for them to still go and do it. I'm like, why'd you do that? I don't know. What did I tell you was gonna happen if you did that? Such and such and such. And what happened when you did that? Such and such and such. So why? Why? I don't know. I'm sure you don't. Just don't do it again.
It's really because I wanted to.
Yep.
I wanted to do it. That's it for me.
Basically.
Why you did it? I wanted to. I just wanted to see what you was talking about. You really talked it up. I wasn't gonna try it, and you really talked it up.
You said no.
You made me.
I wanted all the smoke. All of it.
I wasn't even looking at it like that. You brought it to my attention. Because a lot of times I do think that parents do that. They'll fixate on something and they'll make their kids pay attention to it when they wasn't even going to.
Right.
Now, that's exactly what they be getting ready to do. And I'm like, look, if you do that, this might happen. Go ahead. But I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen. And then they second guess it, but then they go and do it anyway. And exactly what I said was going to happen happens. And they're like, I don't want to do that no more. I'm sure you don't. I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yep.
Except this little girl right here. She going to try everything at least twice.
I don't know. I when I was a kid, was I told not to do stuff? I don't think I really had to be told not to do stuff. I just kind of stayed out the way. And if I wanted to do it, I'm gonna do it. If I didn't, I didn't. But I feel like my mama really didn't have to say you're not supposed to do that because of whatever, because it wasn't really much that I cared about. Like I just kind of stayed to myself. I ain't care about that anyway, so I don't even know why you even told me that. Sometimes my mama would say certain stuff, and I'd be like, bro, why are you even talking about that? You know I don't even care about stuff like that. Why are you comparing me to other people's kids? I'm perfect. Like, what are you saying? Why would you think that I would do that? Like, chill out, you ain't even got no problems, but you act like you want them. You don't want them now.
You telling me not to do some shit I ain't even think about this?
Hey, you ain't even got no problems. You act like you want them. That's how I used to be.
How they have like problems making it seem like this is the end of the world? Like
they do.
Really.
They do.
I don't think I was ever told not to do something, but being in a Nigerian household, it was just implied. There were certain things that were just like the piercings, the tattoos, the locking of the hair, anything is, they were really, well, I said word like it was past. They're really concerned about image. Like they're heavy on image. And I don't, am I considered the black sheep? Like not the black sheep, but like the rebel. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm rebellious too. That's why I feel like my mama wasn't like, don't do that because I'm gonna do it because you shouldn't have said nothing. I wasn't even thinking about it. I'm
I'ma just
rebellious
do
too.
it.
Like, I'm always gonna do what everybody else isn't doing. Like, is everybody doing that? I'm not doing that. I'm gonna do something else.
I mean, I'm the rebel in my family too. Black fingernails, piercings, whatever. I'm like, all
Yeah,
right.
that's
Well,
how I am.
And the conversation, a conversation happened the other day. Um, what happened? My brother was doing his hair or something. My mom was doing his hair, and he said something about hair, and my nephew was like, "Oh, Auntie, you never grow your hair. When are you gonna grow your hair back for me?" I said, "No. If I ever do anything, it's gonna be for me.
You're right.
I
facts.
never see you with hair. I've never seen you with hair as long as I've lived." And I'm like, "Well, I can't help that. I'm sorry. Sorry." Like, he's like, I said, this is the hairstyle I'm gonna die with. There may be, but I'm gonna die with this. And he was my mom was there like, oh my God. And I was like, and you got something to say?
Yeah, it ain't that big of a
He made
deal.
like a sound effect, and I was like,
It's not.
sounds like you have something to say. Let's have a dialogue. And she was like, oh no, I didn't say anything. I was like, yeah, good. Because I'm gonna
Right.
just
I had
frown
made
at
a
her.
post on Facebook saying that y'all really thought that I was obedient, but I never listened to nothing y'all told me to do. Everybody was in the comments like, "You sure right?" I'm like, "Yep," and y'all hated me for it too, because I would never do what y'all wanted me to do.
Nah, I just manifested everything that I wanted to do into my brother.
Oh,
Because I
well, it
swear
was.
everything, because I was like the perfect child for the most part. Like I had an attitude, but I wouldn't use that attitude. If you told me to stand here and you walked away, by the time you came back, I was gonna be standing in the same spot. Like that's how I was as a kid until I hit like my junior year in high school. But every little thing that I ever thought as a kid, all that shit came out with my little brother when he was born.
You were like the
Every single
typical
thing.
firstborn. I don't think I was. I gave my mama like, bro, we about to duke it out. I ain't doing none of that. You
Nah,
gonna have to
I was
think
a
of you
good
gonna have
boy.
to you gonna have to think another way because that's not working for me. You
Now I'm
gotta come up
considered
with
like the little
another
black
way.
sheep because I'll like stuff that nobody else want to say. I volunteer to say it. Like I know one time my aunt was like, it's some things I be wanting to say to your grandpa." Like I'll say it, just text it to me. I'll say it. Just let me know when you ready. I'll say it. My mom be like, "I won't disrespect my mama, but you know, sometimes like I'll do it. Come on.
I
You won't
will.
be disrespectful, but I'll find a way. The way I have to work, we have to word stuff and be convincing and manipulative. I can
Manipulative.
do it. I
Exactly.
can do it.
If the regular way don't work, me just talking to you, I'm okay. You're forcing my hand now.
Exactly. I do it. Just let me know. I'll figure out how to reword this to where everybody is okay except for the person I'm talking to, but they'll understand.
Hell,
Just let
sure.
me know. I do it. I know we was at my grandma's house one time and she had a bunch of like glass things everywhere. And I made the comment. I don't know why I made that comment, but I made the comment, "Oh, we see who don't have their grandkids a lot." And this is when my child, like my kids were super little. Like all the kids were like babies at that time, like toddlers walking around tearing shit up. I was like, "Oh, we see who don't have their great grandkids all the time." And my cousin was like, "Van." I was like, "What?" Like, I'm being honest.
I'm the same way. My grandma used to tell me, "You ain't got no manners," and I used to be like, "I get it from you. Congratulations, this is what you created.
You got me
Got
there.
it from you." And I don't got no manners. And what you gonna do? Because one thing about my mom, it was smart. I did not care. And you can hit me, okay, now that you got that out of the way, like I was saying.
And be like, "Now, what is that supposed to accomplish? What were you trying to accomplish by saying that out loud? What were you trying to accomplish by that action? Because it didn't work."
We can move on to the story time segment because we got off course.
Yeah, definitely.
Do any of you have a story of a time you used sexting? Why can't I say this word? In online sex, and it went wrong.
Thank
I
God,
don't think I
never.
ever. I don't think I ever had an
Man,
experience where it went wrong.
went wrong.
Nah.
Like how does it go wrong?
I don't know. It could be somebody exposing you. It
Oh.
could be the experience just wasn't what you was trying to do. Like maybe it was awkward. Maybe you were awkward saying something and they didn't. You ruined the moment or something like that. It could be so many different reasons.
Sexting, no. Been exposed, yes.
Mm. I ain't never. Well, I don't know if I've been exposed. I don't even think
I
about
don't
it.
either.
I don't
You
know
saw
if I
it, you
ever
saw it.
have. Yeah, I don't even care.
So see, as an adult, like, yeah, I wouldn't care. But at
You
the
got
time,
exposed as a
I
kid.
was in my teens, so
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I still wouldn't have
Yeah,
cared.
fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Like
sitting
it
there
was to
talking
the
about
point
my
my mama
brothers.
found out about it. That's how bad it was.
Dang.
Does
Cause
it
she
count as
like
sexting?
randomly called me in the room. She was
Yeah,
like,
like you
"So
sending
you know."
pictures and stuff to each other to people.
Yeah,
That's
I had sent a picture and my mom, and this was like, I had sent the picture like a while before she had said anything about it. And she called me in the room. She was like, I just want you to know you being called a hoe out there in Shreveport. And I was like, for why? Like, I wasn't even dating nobody. I was like, how and why? And she was like,
Wow.
well, apparently such and such saw your picture in such and such phone, or he showed it to her, and she told this person, that person, and that person,
of course it was a
and they
girl.
saw it, and I was like,
Of course it was a girl.
of
That's so
course.
upsetting.
No, it was my sister. Like the person I didn't know. Shreveport's so fucking wild. But the person I was dealing with at the time, I had no idea knew my sister. So for whatever reason, they was talking and he was going through his phone showing her shit and she saw it.
So then who told who?
Either
And all
he told her because he actually did used to do shit like that. Either he was showing her some shit and then she realized it was me and just or she was going through his phone, which was unlikely, but either way, the shit got out. And he was the only person I had sent it to. So.
Because my mama would have seen my picture, she would have been like, I would be like, what you thought was gonna happen? You bought me lingerie. Of course I was sending those pictures. Like,
Think I
what
was
you
gonna
mean?
do it.
But did you like them though? They look good, ain't it? That's
I'm
what
dead.
that's what I would have said.
Okay, so in this context, right? Does sexting include like what if it's like a one-sided thing? And I'm not talking about myself.
Yeah, I mean, it don't matter.
So you mean a
Okay.
dude was sending you stuff or a dudette?
Yeah,
I'm not
so
gonna do that.
what he
I got
was, it was a guy.
okay.
So he thought he ate, but he didn't.
He licked.
Won't give it.
Like it was just giving, oh, you're a succubus. Like okay, so let me just go through what he said. So first off, this happened on a LinkedIn account. Why are you trying to find me on LinkedIn?
Huh?
Sir, I be minding my business.
I'm emotionally invested when you said LinkedIn. Like,
What?
Looking for work. And you're like, do you know blah blah blah? And they've been first off, they've been showing me this guy. This is somebody I used to know, right? So showing me him like, oh, do you know so and so? And I just kept, swiping like, no, don't recommend this guy to me. Like, don't. And so he messaged me and was like, hey, what's going on? And I'm fine. I'll indulge for conversation. Hey, what's up? How you been? Blah, blah, blah. And he went into this whole story about how he's a dad now. And I was like, oh, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Right. And he proceeded to tell me that he's not in love with the mom, or not with the mom, but he's staying with the mom, like some like a lease thing, like a lease breaking thing that's not going well. But furthermore, he was like, yeah, um, you still live where you used to live. I'm like, yeah, I still live here, but whatever, what of it? Yeah, so I just gotta tell you, the well, just for lack of a better word, the kitty cat. It's very healing for me. It's very healing for me, and blah blah blah. Like he was just giving that, and I was like, yeah, it's not giving what you think it's giving. It's giving you're a succubus and you want to suck the energy from me. So if it's healing for you, energy isn't. It doesn't die. It's just transferred. So
Right.
which means that you want to take from me so you can be fulfilled. Like that, it just wasn't given. So I just was like, yeah, that's not happening, bro. Like that's just want to nip that in the bud real quick.
Oh, that's nice.
Hope
Anyway.
you have a nice life.
Right.
And just that was that because he really thought that I was gonna be like, oh my god,
Let
healing.
me see
Does he
this
have healing
one.
powers? Great. No, sir.
He ain't had no reason. He dried up that well like it was the
That's
Sahara
why I
Desert.
be that's why I be initiating stuff with men, because y'all are terrible at it. It's like, but also when you initiate sometimes and they don't give you the energy back, it's like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Why did I even
Regrets
do
all
this?
around.
I
But
mean, I'm all good for a lady initiating because that lets me kind
I'm
of
trying
know,
to think
okay,
of
what
have
I'm
I ever
playing
got
with.
Right.
exposed. I don't think I ever got exposed for sexting, but I had this one dude that used to kind of try to cock block with every like body that else that I liked. Like I remember he got me broken up with before. That was in high school. I forgot what happened. I forgot what happened. Like he tried to come on to me or whatever on the bus, but I rejected him. But the bus pulled in, and then like my boyfriend's bus kind of like pulled beside. He's sitting beside me, so it looked like we doing something or whatever. So he go and tell him or whatever, and he called me. He done got me broken up with a couple of times. He called me. He called me and was like, "Yeah, they told me that I forgot what it was that they told him, but it was a lie." And he was like, "Yeah, like he didn't want to be with me no more or whatever." But it didn't last. But and then another time when he came to my sleepover, he went back and told my boyfriend that I invited him to my sleepover, which was a lie again. And the next morning I got a phone call like, hey, yeah, such told me that he was over there. Um, yeah, so it's over. Like I'm breaking up with you. And I'm like, okay. What else do you want me to say? Okay, if you think so. Bye.
You're
Like I
not
don't
giving a
care.
damn. It's
Like
not even him.
I didn't invite him, number one. Number two, dang, you just go listen to him and did not even ask me. And to this day, like that person won't let that go. Like you invited that nigga to your aunt house, but you didn't invite me. And it's like, I didn't though. But all right, if you think so. But I don't think I ever got exposed like that. Not to my knowledge. Do I think that there are some people who would have exposed me? Absolutely. But I didn't care. I still don't, if I'm being honest.
The type of person you are, I don't think you would have did it if you cared.
Exactly. Exactly. Like I definitely would not care. Especially people that got old pictures. That would be hilarious because I don't even got that body no more. It don't even look like that. It don't even look like that no more.
It's sad, but you could probably imagine that there's people that are doing stuff like that, especially these different groups that they pop up. Is
Oh
this
yeah.
your such and such, and trying to expose people?
Oh yeah. They don't be doing it right though. Like do it so it can help me.
If I ever get
If you
exposed, I'm
really gonna
sure it would help
expose.
me.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying doing it. Do it so it can help me. Don't share it in no little intimate groups.
Right?
Share it in groups. faces. But yeah, I
We
think
need
that's the only
a
thing I got.
variety.
But the story that I was talking about earlier, that I said I would expand on, the dude that the sexting thing. But the conversation, I can't remember what we was talking about. The conversation just started. We was just talking, and he was like, he wanted to video call me. Obviously, I know what time you on when you say this. You want to video call me? Okay, cool, whatever. I'm gonna pretend that I don't know what you're trying to do. And when we got on, he just was like, he just random. It was random. He was like, "Are your nipples Photoshop?" And I'm like, "Huh?" At first, it caught me off guard. I'm like, "Huh?
What?
What
Like,
you mean?" He like, "Are they Photoshop?" And I'm like, "What you mean? Are they Photoshop? Like they look like they Photoshop or something?" And then what happened after that? And I'm like, "No." And he kind of was like, "Prove it." And I'm like, I don't really like
Titties
how
are attached to your body. They have nipples on them.
I really and truly
What
don't
a
like.
weakness, right?
I was like, I really don't like how you put that
You could have simply asked.
to see,
And I
and I would have
think
been like, sure.
Yeah.
Simple. Why did you have to go about it like that? I don't really like how he asked me, so it took me a long time to even play into what he was trying to do. Because whenever you don't come at me direct about something, I'm gonna make you jump through hoops just to get there. Because why didn't you just be like, let me see your titties, and I would be like, okay. If we talking
His
on the
lack of
phone,
riz almost got him into a fist fight over the fucking internet. That's what the
right?
problem is.
Like you could have just been direct. Because if we talking, obviously I like you enough. Because I'm
yeah.
not talking on the phone to somebody that I don't really like that. I'm not even gonna give you
Exactly.
a number. So obviously like, I like you enough, so you could have just asked or whatever. Because at first he was beating around the bush about the whole Patreon thing. What you be posting on there? Like I just want how much they be paying, whatever. And I'm like, and
nigga, you
I'm
gotta
trying to
buy and see.
right. I'm trying to
Right.
understand why somebody would pay to see it. And I'm like,
You
I
can
feel
buy
like
it if you want to.
I'm like they're paying for accessibility. It's not always about what you're showing, but it's about the fact that
Just to have
they're
access.
able to have access to it or whatever. And then it's like I'm curious, and I'm like, if you curious, just ask. Like you literally got a direct link to me. You ain't gotta be curious about what I'm posting on there. Like ask me. But he just wouldn't do it. I hate people like that. It's like, I don't know, like they be wanting you, but they want you to chase them for it, and that don't make sense to me because you're the one that wants me. I'm not. It's not the other way around. So like, what are you trying to do?
They still want to feel desirable.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
But it was weird. So like, he wasn't getting the response that he wanted, so he just pulled it out and started like playing with it. It took me a while to realize what he was doing. I'm like, oh, so you like just gonna pull it out? You ain't even, there was no conversation, and you taking the fun out of it because, like you said, Shaya, when it comes to verbally sexting, I'm amazing at that. So you just missed out on that portion of it
Yeah.
because you want to rush something. You ain't even like eased into the situation. But all right, if you want to do that or whatever. So I finally showed him because it's awkward. It's like I'm just sitting there like, okay, and he's sitting there like having a good old time, and it's
I
so
would have just
awkward. So
watched. That's what you want to do?
I'm trying to make it more enjoyable or
No, I
whatever.
got
So
it.
I'm trying to play along. I'm saying different stuff or whatever. And it just never got better. And
So he's basically playing
Cause
Mortal Kombat
he
with himself under the fucking
it
corner.
was so weird, bro. It was so weird.
Yes.
It was the weirdest thing that has ever happened to me.
It's odd that people, well, I don't want to call it odd, maybe it's a different word, but
No, all is
they
right.
have a
All
they
is
have
right.
a destination they want to get to, but it's like you jumping over all hoops.
Exactly.
Just come on, man.
Come direct. I like assertive people. I like
Oh, he went
directness.
direct. He just missed
Exactly.
every other step than the step
Nah,
that
he
you were
went
trying
too
to do.
direct. He went to the extreme.
He didn't know how
You
to
That
do
wasn't
it.
even direct
you
though.
trying to
Like,
get a character and he's trying to finish. That was like his direct.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
He
he
was like,
like
Nah, he went past saying it. He was just like,
he was like, "Fuck it, I'm just
well,
I'm just gonna do it, whether you show me or
We
not.
skipping
Because I
all the
really,
scenes on the DVD
because
right
of the
now.
way he asked me, I was like, I'm not showing you nothing. So he just started doing it.
So Diesel said, "Fuck it, then I'm gonna just go ahead and
I'm like,
get it
what?
off."
He could have just said that's what he wanted to do. Like,
Exactly.
damn,
Right,
so much
right.
easier.
The response would have been a lot better, okay?
He's like, I'm
Like
gonna do it myself.
as far as like, it wasn't really sexting. It was a guy on Snapchat. Like we was texting it regular at first and stuff, and then he asked me, could he send me a video?
Yeah, get a lot of those.
I told him, yeah, he could send me a video. But then it's like the videos kept coming. Like they kept coming like all day for like a week. So finally,
God dang. A week.
So finally I asked him, what do you do for a living? Because I wanted to know how the hell do you got all this time on your hands
Got too much
to
time
be
on
doing
your
all
hands.
this
Are
stuff?
these pre-recorded? Is that
That's what I'm like. That's what I thought. That's what I said.
And
He's like, honey,
then they weren't even a turn on. It looks like it hurted. It looked like it hurt. He looked like he was like pulling at it so hard. Like
it's a Mortal Kombat fatality scene again.
Yes.
Stop it.
I would have been like, put that thing down, please. It's begging for you.
Me and him actually had a fallout after I asked him what he did for a living because he was like, I guess he felt some type of way because he got fired from CBS, and he was like, why would you ask something like that? I said, well, are you looking for work? It was nothing. It was
So
nothing
he's
to
like,
do with money or anything like that. I just want to know, how do you have time on your hands to just jack off
he's like,
all
I'm
day?
beating my meat just for you for a living at this point. I've been eating blue chews like M&M's over here. Let's get it going.
Like, bro, please put that thing down because it's tired. I can tell.
Yes.
Straining
And like literally he was very aggressive with it. I think he's probably one of those girls that do like the nut pressure and all that stuff because he was very aggressive with it. Like, this is not even a turn on, bro. Like, what are you doing?
At this point, I'm concerned.
Like, that's the worst.
I'm concerned for you, but a lot of them be like that. Like, what is like? Why are you choking it like that? Please eat.
Yes.
Not choking it.
If it was a chicken,
times they just be grabbing on it, and I'm like, nah, I could have sworn y'all said that stuff hurts. Like, if you
they
sensitive.
do,
they be yanking it. I'm like, hey,
they say it hurt
hurt
when we do it. Oh, we don't like being touched right there. It hurts, but y'all be choking that junk. I can't tell.
I be so concerned.
For real.
Like,
they say they know they body best. That's all.
But still, goodness. I swear, if y'all would have saw it, y'all would have definitely thought he was one of those pain fetish sort of dudes. The way that he was like yanking at it, like,
God dang,
the hell is going on? It's not, and he was light skinned, like, bro, it ain't turned red, it fell off yet.
Fatality.
For some reason,
that
makes
and
so much
the
more
quiet, like, stare you in the face, jack off, be making you're like, what am I supposed to do?
You saying the quiet, straight face?
Like, what is wrong with you?
That
scaring me.
Don't send me your face. I don't want to see that. Like, the whole encompassing vision. No.
I have never.
A guy literally just. Me and my sisters roasted him because I couldn't hold back. I screenshotted it. He sent me a picture where, I mean, like the angle, he made sure that his whole face was in it. And you could see from the nut to his face. He's like,
oh,
bro,
Plot twist, he was looking at himself.
And he looked so mean. Like, bro, you look like you about to sexually assault yourself. I don't.
I mean, he probably did.
Yeah.
The way that you're making it sound, if he's got like what 8 hours a day of videos he's sending you, he's probably assaulting himself
that's a
at some
whole different dude. This is a whole different dude. See, that dude, he fell off. we literally got into an altercation behind me inquiring, like, hey, how do you
About
have all
his
this
word.
time
Yeah,
on
they
your
be
hands?
sensitive about that stuff,
Nah,
bro.
he's sensitive because he don't got no money. That's
Mhm.
it,
Yeah.
right?
He's
You
like,
don't
it's
got no
just
job.
me.
Why are you asking me about that job?
He's like, it's
That's
just me,
exactly
myself,
what
and my
it
friend I'm
was.
killing.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's
While
exactly what it was.
pointing that pistol at you, bro. Put that pistol down, first of
For
all.
real.
You're
why you
All by
asking me
scaring,
that?
myself was his
you're
theme song.
scaring me.
Like, for real. He literally, that's where he went with it, like that. I was talking about money, and I finally blew up and was like, hey, I just wanted to know why you got so much time on your hands to be jacking your dick all fucking day. And I blocked him because like he went all the way there thinking that, oh, you women are always gold diggers, this, that, and third. I am not worried about your money. I don't even
Don't
know
go
you
there.
like
You
that to
don't got
even
no damn
worry about your
job.
money.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
And
And
he
then
the
he was
one who
like, and
digging
for
for
your
gold,
information,
jacking off
I'm an
like that. You
author
digging for
and this, that,
gold,
and the
nigga?
third. I could have sworn being an author, you need your hands to type and stuff. How is you jacking off all day? Like I
Mhm.
don't
Fuck.
understand.
I'm
He
waiting
doing
for
it
the
one-handed.
inspiration to hit.
You in there,
The inspiration is coming eventually.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's just going to take my fifth nap for the day for me to finally feel inspired to do this. Okay.
Bro,
Exactly.
those penises cannot be happy the way that men treat them. Cause I be scared for y'all. Like, put it
It's very
down,
concerning.
please. I'm
For these people
concerned.
that you guys are talking about, they're probably screaming and they're like, please have mercy. They're
For
screaming the
real.
safe words and he's like, not now. One more.
Oh my God.
For
Bro, I can
real.
Trying to
only
get like
I
rug
need
burn
to
or
cool
something. Man.
down. Shut up.
That man had to have had rug burn. Like,
it's
He
crazy.
probably got calluses and everything.
Bro, put that junk
For
down.
real.
oh, that's gross. Sorry.
That's a whole nother level of
Gotta
pain.
chill with
It
that.
is out of
Yes,
ammunition.
Some of these people
and
have started
it's a
campfires with this
turnoff.
shit.
It is a turn off. I got somebody that did that to me. It's somebody that subscribed to me on Patreon, sent me videos like, this is not a two-way street. Chill out. You're doing too much. I don't want to see you. Stop it.
For real.
I had to block him.
Damn.
Ugh.
And I can't stand the toilet pictures, the toilet video. Why are you sitting on the toilet with your Peter in your hand? I don't like it. Because
It's
now I'm
given
just
that you're
looking at the
doing
Somebody
number
please
two.
make
toilet.
sense of this.
I'm
What
just
happened?
looking at it and I want to see if it's clean. Because, like, why would you put that in the picture?
Yeah.
There are so many other places you can take like a
Ugh.
intimate selfie than just like right in the
Mhm.
bathroom, you know?
I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of videos that have made me question a lot of places that I have been because I've seen videos in cars, in their beds, on the floor, the bathroom floor, sitting on the toilet, over the
Ew.
How are
sink,
you on?
public
Over
Oh my
the
bathroom,
sink,
no
bro. Over
on
the
the
sink
sink,
kills
over
me.
the sink, in public
Ugh.
bathrooms, public bathroom sinks. I'm just like, I don't want to touch anything at this point. Like, I don't want to leave my house at this point.
Ew.
You need sanitizer and sanitizer wipes.
And then I
It's
want
like
to
me.
ask you, did you
at
clean
all
that
times.
out of that sink? Because, ew, why would
I
you
was gonna
do
say,
that?
why don't you all ask the question like, did you clean your toilet today?
That's how I be wanting. That's what I be wanting to say.
You know, Fabuloso
Yeah,
works great now.
Mm.
for real. And even leaves a pretty stint behind.
Yeah, like, why would you do that?
They're so.
I always want to know what the cleanup process is.
Me
Don't drop your
too.
phone in the toilet
But
now.
I feel like a lot of
Right.
them don't clean up.
They probably just run some
Run
water.
some water over it and keep it moving. Ew.
The duty tracks are gone. We good.
That's
For real,
disgusting.
that's gross.
You sitting there junk on the toilet, I ain't even see it. I just saw
No, I'd be
toilet.
most curious about the ones
I
that's
just
in
saw
their
toilet.
car. Because,
That's
like,
all I
you're
saw.
in your
Yeah.
car. Where is it going to go? And how are you going to
Sir,
clean it up?
pay attention to the road.
That's true.
Oh my God.
And they don't be in the back seat of their car. They be right there at
In
the
the
steering wheel.
front. But that's also those girls on OnlyFans who do it in their car. They be squirting in the car.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I be trying to figure that one out too.
That's
Like you gotta
messy
clean that
and
The
shit up.
girl I sent you that picture of or that video of, and she was in the car. I was going through her comments, And somebody said, I bet that seat smell like ass because you stay with your bare ass in this seat all
That
damn.
is disgusting. I know Miss B Nasty be in that car. Like she be in that car all the time. I'm like, bro, do you get this junk clean, detailed? Like you get it clean? How
You will
often? I know
hope.
that build is that bill is crazy.
She's
Right.
probably driving Uber in that car too.
Squirting in
Every
the
other video is of her sitting on
That'll
the
be messed up. He
she
said that
drove
she probably
Uber.
drives.
Yeah.
That would be so messed up. Oh,
Someone
man.
sits in that back seat. There's a spot. What the hell happened? Oh, don't worry. That was just the last customer. They spilled water in the back seat. Oh,
Ew,
okay.
that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's weird.
People just be abusing their stuff. Like y'all are disgusting, bro.
Like I have a homeboy that he told me one time that he jacked off in the car and he had to come in his shirt.
Oh, God.
It's a lot of people that
What?
Oh,
Boonie, you
I
still
think
there?
my bad, y'all. My bad. It's a lot of people
So,
that it's a lot
did
of
he
people
change
that
it?
does that. Though you'll be surprised. Well, actually,
Did he at
no,
least
because we see
change
a
the
lot of
shirt, or
I
they
people.
think
just
I
fucking
think he
around with
took
it
it.
on it?
I think he took it off and used it, but like, bro, you should just did it in the privacy of your home.
If you
That
Damn.
way
know
you
that,
wouldn't have to use the first resource that you could find, which was your clothing that you had.
or
And I
anything
know,
you
from
I
fucking
know
drove
your
my
home
car
with
to
her
get
my
clothes.
ex
into,
one
like,
time did in his car, and I'm pretty sure it was just in his pants as he gone. So you just sitting in there with your pants is like your boxers are like what?
This shit is wild.
that is terrible. Yo, that is
To me,
disgusting.
it's
On the
to
whole
me
drive
it's
home.
funny that y'all. Yeah, I guess they gotta keep it spicy with themselves. I don't know. I mean, like I can understand.
That's exactly what I was thinking about. Because it's one thing when you doing it with somebody in the car with you, y'all clean up,
Yeah.
clean up after
Right.
yourselves. But why are
Hmm.
you in there by
By
yourself
yourself.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
your
There are some
car
people
of
that
all
have
people?
that constant need to do things like that. Like it becomes a chronic condition. So maybe they're going like 8 or 9 times a day or whatever. And they
Dude.
Maybe
need
the fact of people catching them excites them.
that could be a
Yeah, the
thing too. They
exhibition of
could be voyeurs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which one is
I
it?
know quite a few people that the thrill of like the adrenaline of hey, I almost got caught or I couldn't get caught. They love that.
I
Yeah, that
get
could
that
be.
with other people too, but like by yourself, you look crazy, bro.
Yeah, you do.
With
They do. They
somebody,
look
I think
crazy.
it don't look as crazy, but you're by yourself.
You look like a
Yeah,
Yeah.
creep. You
Hmm.
look like a creep if you
You
are
look
caught. Like,
crazy.
yeah.
Because
Like,
if
all
I
right.
catch somebody, I'm gonna be like, "You good?
Yeah.
You good?"
Now you
Oh
it's
genuinely
no.
definitely
couldn't wait
gonna
till you
be a
got
turn
home where
on.
you could do whatever you wanted to do in the privacy of your house. You could have been booty butt naked in your house,
Yeah.
but you
Right.
could not
Hmm.
wait and had to
Whatever
sit
you
in
want
your
in your house.
car.
That's why I don't
And,
like you
and
get in
please
people's
don't
car
sit
and
on
it
the
smell like
floor.
booty. That's why I don't like riding in people's car. Because
Probably
you
smell
ain't
like
know what going on in there. What
car
I be
smell like
watching them
coochie.
men that have carpet on their floor, and that'd be my biggest concern. Like, how you get that out your carpet?
Right.
Right.
Because I know you made a mess. How you get
I've
that out
seen
your carpet?
somebody do it in like a sock. And I'm like, why would you do that? That's
Because they
disgusting.
gonna
And
throw
put
it
that
away.
sock in the trash. Please. No, they don't. They wash it.
Some of them will wash it. Like
They
I
wash
actually
it.
got a homeboy that he got two
I'm
socks
gonna
that he
bang
said
that damn up.
that
He got
he
designated socks. He got
yes
designated
that
cum
He got
socks. That's
designated socks.
crazy.
designated socks.
That
And
is
I've
funny.
seen on movies, I've seen on movies where they do that, but I didn't know they really did
Yeah,
that.
they do that.
Yeah.
I got a son. I am so scared now.
She said,
Oh,
I got a son, I'm scared.
Argument like,
oh,
right?
the washcloths. I'm letting you know already. The washcloths, the clothes. That's why we
I'm
watch those.
tired. He is only 7. I'm already tired.
Oh, it
Girl.
gets worse. It gets worse.
That's that's why I'm actually like scared of dating and trying to be intimate with somebody because like what do you actually be on behind closed doors or not even
Right.
behind closed doors in your car maybe on a park bench. I don't what do you actually
Not
do?
a park bench.
Like
Damn.
you don't want to expose yourself to that and now you done got crazy about somebody that's nasty as hell
Yeah.
because you didn't Because you didn't know this is what they do on their spare time. Like, ugh.
Yeah, I just thought about this woman who tried to use a fucking can because she didn't have anything else in her house.
A
But
can for what? What?
Like not an actual
you're
Lysol
not
can,
about
but
to
it was a
tell me
can like
that
a
that's
Lysol
the
can.
only thing she had in her house.
Apparently,
Are
I
we
saw
talking
somebody
about
else.
what we talking about for real?
Yep, I saw somebody else talking about. Okay, I don't
I'm
know
gonna
if
check
y'all
out.
can see it, but I
I'm
got like
good.
these things right here, and if I can point right, these things up here.
Yeah.
See, that's all the way up there. But she had some that stopped like right here, or something like
I've
that,
seen
would had
that
the
and it's
little
gross.
ball
Yeah,
on
I've
it.
seen that
And she
before.
was like,
Yeah.
"I've been looking at this thing. I might do me something." I'm like,
No way that feels good, bro. You're sick.
I be trying to figure it
if
out.
people are into fisting, I have no questions about what else might feel good to them.
They just try to scratch an itch, and they don't even know what the itch is at this point. They lost that part.
It don't even be the sexual desire sometimes. It be something else and people be trying to use sex to fulfill it.
I'm still stuck on the can. I'm sorry.
That's
No,
crazy.
no, 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 no.
It's crazy.
That can't
I
feel
think
good.
no.
Man, you remember that thing that you sent me? It was alive. There was like, don't go to my stores. It was this dude like jumping off of his like banister into the lady. I was like, bro,
I saw that.
I be trying to figure
y'all
out how they do
are
that shit too.
crazy.
No, because okay. Speaking on not me, but I can understand that whole banister thing. I can. How do I say this? I don't know what word I'm thinking here,
Hold up.
but I can understand the reason being, right? It's like a sort of achievement for them.
Mhm.
Like the bigger the thing, like once you cross that threshold, all right, cool. Then we get. The reason I do know this, correct? Just this, everybody follow me here. So my partner, my
Bro,
partner had.
everybody's face.
I am invested right now.
So what had happened was
Listen. It's not. I think that's the part of this. But I mean, if they like it, I love it. Whatever. They were like, they had this collection of toys, right? They were all one size bigger. He showed me his average, right? And I was like, oh, that's kind of large, but okay.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, but this one ain't here for no reason. Like, I only buy one to get to the next level. I said, huh? He's like, yeah. I mean, I probably can't do it now.
Like anally.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, he was trying to do the Super Saiyan level of progression with those things, from what I got.
So, I mean, I'm gonna be real, okay. That was something. It was something dealing with that person. Because it wasn't like, how do I even worried about
You don't
the
know how to put it into words.
it's just the mere association with this individual. I'm just like,
So how far in the level of Super Saiyan did he get? Was he on false level, or did he get to Ultra Instinct?
How big is this circle? Yeah.
I think Ultra Instinct would be like the point of no return. Okay.
Anally?
That's
Anally?
right. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, so they could take my fist in there, basically.
Yeah.
At a point in time, yes. And I was like,
oh.
So that's interesting.
So he can fit 2 of my voice acting microphones up in that thing.
At one point in time. Like
Jesus Christ.
I haven't done it currently. Like I've lost my, what did he call it?
His elasticity?
No.
His edge?
No. He said that once he was able to get there, it's not like he's gonna stay there. Like I said, that's why I said
sweatpants.
He snapped back?
That's
He just
wild.
wanted to accomplish
As far as
that
it being an
goal.
accomplishment or a sense of achievement, he
You
got
saying that
there.
boom boom spout? You're saying the boom boom snapped back after it got to the point where it was able to hold like 2 or 3 of these suckers in there.
Yeah.
Because he didn't do it repetitively.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was once he
just
got
was-
there, okay. So
He can do that.
it's people are interesting. I'll just leave that with that note. Because they weren't like regular. I mean, obviously nothing this is regular, but even like I'm talking about like the style of the toys. Like it wasn't
glass
regular. It was like
because them
dragon
glass
things
dildos
and like
I was
scary.
about to say, was it like dragon and lizards and octopus stuff?
What?
Yeah, like the
I've
octopus
seen,
stuff. Yeah.
I've
I
actually seen those sort of things. I have. I've actually seen those sort of toys before.
all of them are like that. And I'm just like, okay.
There's a group I belong to on Facebook. I don't remember
gotta
the
look
name
at
of it, but
these.
every time some shit like that pops
said you
up
gotta
on
look
the
it up?
timeline, I'll be
Yes,
like,
'cause I ain't
where
never
is this
seen
coming from? And
before.
then I'm like, oh, it's this group.
It's this
They
group, yeah.
It's a lot of different types out there, yo.
Yeah,
So he was like, I can show you the world. And you're like, what the fuck, bro?
So like what material is it? Glass?
there's different kinds.
Different
so like
material.
they had some of them like have like the hooks.
I mean, they're pretty, but I'm not putting them in.
Yeah, exactly. So
they're pretty, but
they're aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but you're like, that's what you enjoy? Like
You shove that up what now?
how does that not hurt you?
Yeah.
And then they got it beside
ahead,
a can, like a soda can.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
And that's where the thoughts come in when if they can already get their hands on stuff like that, and I'm talking about anybody, period. You can look around and see what else is simple. Like he said, he can use 2 of his mics. That's a comparison, which is gonna make them think, you know what? I could.
Let me try that. Let me try that. So I could put a rubber on there to hold them together. They gonna come up with some shit.
Yep.
They gonna come up with some
A
shit.
story of this one lady. She used her curling iron. She had one of the kind. Now I'm gonna tell you, one of my exes sent me a package. He sent me some Christmas gifts. In that package, it didn't have the name on it. The way that I opened it, the name was on like the other side. I opened it like on a certain side. So when I opened it, it was just a black box. And then when I opened the box, it's like a roll. You unroll the thing, and all these things were laid out. They were curling irons. I didn't know that. I was like, what the fuck is this? Because it had the ones with the different shape, like the one, and then it had the one that's got like the balls that you just wrap your hair around. It had
you were ready to fight, old boy.
It was some that was like this size, and I'm just because I opened this in front of my mom, so I'm just like, what the fuck? And they were tucked in, so you couldn't see the bottom of them. You just see the top of them. I was like, I opened it in front of my mom. She was like, I don't think I was supposed to see you open this gift. I was like, no, I'm genuinely confused as to what this is. So I pulled it out, and inside the box was the part for the curling iron. I was like, okay, this is a curling iron set. That's what this is. She was like, oh, but I had heard this story. I didn't know how that could happen because in my mind, I didn't even know those existed. No lie. Because I used to use a flat iron to curl my hair. Sue me. But this woman used a curling iron.
Don't tell me she burned herself.
She did.
No. Turn it on.
Dog.
She did. And I used to always wonder, how the hell does that happen? What about, because the curling irons I ain't seen were like the old school curling irons. So I'm like, they don't even look like
they
that.
Just got the wands now. So people can
what
just
are you
wrap
talking
their hair
about?
around.
So when I got that package, I was like, oh, that's why. But for some reason, the bitch had it plugged in. So they will use their imagination. They will figure some shit out.
Yeah.
That made me hurt a little bit.
Not every